Man, I had this one quick story time. I was at work one day. I used to work midnights. I used to work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Midnight was our lunch. When we got to midnight, I took a nap. I didn't want to eat. I wanted to take a nap. It was cool. Everybody was cool with that, meaning the managers, right? Nobody cared if we took naps. It was our time. So I took a nap. There was a gym at our job that a lot of the employees used to go to, especially the men. That particular day, I'm like, no, I'm not on that. I'm tired as hell. I'm going to sleep. This young dude that worked there, I think he was a temp. I don't even think he was hired in at the time. I don't remember his name. I don't care. He took a picture of me sleeping, right? And then posted it on his Snapchat with a caption that says something like, while they sleeping, I'm working. It was like a picture of me sleep and then like a video of him lifting weights. We went, the lunch break was over. We all go back to work. I ain't know nothing about the picture because I was asleep when he took it, obviously. He ends up showing the picture to somebody else that I know. The somebody else that I know comes to me and like, hey, man, this nigga taking pictures of you while you sleep, man. And he was like, I told that nigga that's some weird or whatever. So I said something to him. I don't remember exactly how it went, but I was like, bro, you took a picture of me while I was asleep? And he laughed or something and was like, yeah. But it was like a nervous laugh, like he didn't expect me to be told that. So he was like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, why are you taking pictures of me? And then he showed it to me. He was making excuses like, he was like, I was just joking and or whatever. And then I'm like, man, you can't be taking them pictures of me. Like, I don't know you like that, right? I'm kind of talking to him regularly. I'm mad than a motherfucker, but I'm talking to him kind of calmly, but with enough power in my voice so this nigga can understand that I'm not playing with you. I don't know if he walked away and came back or he said something like, oh, my bad. I wouldn't have took the picture if I'd have known you was going to be so sensitive about it. And he said it with like this look on his face like he wanted to get active or something, right? So I said, hey, man, I'll break your motherfucking jaw. And all the tough washed out of his body right in front of me. He was standing in front of me. I'm sitting on the couch, kind of relaxed. I said, hey, man, I'll break your motherfucking jaw. Who the you think you talking to? I'm like, you don't know me like that. And I kind of went on for a second, and he was standing there looking like a kid. I'm not trying to present this story like I'm him, because he could have not given a fuck and we could have just got to it. But the point that I'm making is that I didn't give a fuck either way because I was the one being put on display and kind of disrespected. I don't know what his fucking purpose was, right? But I'm like, yeah, I told him what I told him. And then he kind of scurried away. He left the area we was in. He walked away. And then when he leaves, me and my homeboy sitting there talking my homeboy like, man, that's some weird ass shit. We kind of talk about it. I'm like, who this nigga taking pictures of me? Like, I don't even know this nigga. You taking pictures of niggas while they sleep, but nigga come from Auburn Hills. He grew up in Auburn Hills. I don't know this nigga, but he grew up in a neighborhood that's nothing like mine. So his idea of funny or pulling pranks on people or the boundaries that are okay, where he comes from is way different than, you can't do no like that where I'm from to people without getting your booked. Taking a picture of me while I'm sleeping in, trying to clown me on your Snapchat for what? Especially if I don't know you. So time passed, he ended up coming back. I think we had to work together still, so he was kind of like working quietly. And then he was like, hey man, I just wanted to apologize. I know I was wrong or whatever. I'm like, oh, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. But it was like he had to go think about it. Like, at first he was trying to present tough. Like, he didn't want to back down. He didn't want to apologize or take accountability. He wanted to stand on his square and act like it was cool for him to take pictures of me and try to clown me on his Snapchat like I was the one tripping. But then when I let him know what the price tag for that is, then he had to reevaluate if he wanted to pay it or not.